Welcome back, you beautiful bastards. My name is Ace. This is the Walls Garage channel, and your watch begins with the Isle of Arrows. If you're just looking for the gameplay, as always, description box below will have the time code and any other relevant information, like the links to my stream and such. Go check that out. But if you're just here to hang around and see the video, by all means, as Isle of Arrows is a pretty solid tower defense game. If you're into the tower defense game genre, I am a pretty big junkie for it, so to speak. I've had a long history of enjoying tower defense games, especially the ones that are very satisfying in its defensive play style. Now, this one is not a typical defense. It's kind of reminiscent of, what is the oldest one I can remember? Like something like Maze tower defense, where you have to build your own path. But you not only have to build your own path in this one, you also have to build your own ground upon which you may or may not build the path that you desire, in addition to having it all be RNG, because it's based entirely on which cards you happen to draw. And there is not much influence you have over what you may or may not draw prior to playing the game. So you can't build your own deck, essentially. You have a little bit of influence over your deck by being able to skip certain cards and whatnot. But when it comes down to actually building like the perfect deck, you don't have that. Now, I've played this game for a good long couple of hours on stream. So if you have seen me do that, you already know what my overall opinion about this is that it's a really good game. But if you are looking for that satisfying, aesthetical, perfect defense playstyle, you might encounter the same hurdles I have, which is a level of frustration brought forward by the RNG elements. Because sometimes it feels so good and other times it feels so bad, and that's just the nature of RNG and roguelike. Now you have three options right now. You get the basic campaign. We are currently working through that. You have the gauntlet, which is just, like I said, a series of challenges with every card unlocked. And then you have your daily defense, you know, much like you have in any of these games where there's a particular challenge with a particular set of perimeters. And if you can beat it, congratulations, you're done. Campaign, though, is where my heart is. And I've done most of the Archer's Oath. This basically means that which islands you have cleared. Because you pick your campaign, and then you click on play, and then you can choose which guild you want to go with. Now, all these guilds have different effects. Founders gain a heart every 10 waves. Architects don't have access to flags, but gain a bridge each turn. Bridges are blocks that allow you to build off the island, and maybe to bridge a gap or just to have something off the island on the edge, which may sometimes be very useful and which is quite important. This is a very important piece because the islands are not necessarily always very big, if at all have any kind of significant size to them. Cannoneers make it so that you have no flags. So flags are tools that allow you to expand the island in whatever way you see fit, whatever shape they have. Cannoneers transform any heart and bridge into cannons, which is very frustrating because it means you can't naturally expand your existing tiles, your existing islands, and you don't get any bridges. So you can't build outside of the islands. So you might notice that might be a bit of an issue. Merchants, they, yeah, I think this is a really weird one. Because you have interest, and then normally you get the interest. But merchants, they get the interest by picking it up. So it's just it's just a challenge. I don't think there's any benefit to this. Except for the fact that interest bags that spawn based on your interest, when you pick them up, they are based on your current interest. If you spawn a bag when you have one interest, but then later have 3 interest, the bag that spawned when you had 1 interest is actually worth 3 interest. It's a weird system. There's some value to be had there. I just find it to be incredibly difficult and frustrating to play, hence the 24-40, where the others are 40 out of 40. Now, this is Archer's Oath. Which do have a certain level of unlocks, which are mostly based around Archer-esque towers. Like the Sniper Tower, you have the basic Arrow Tower. Ballista Tower is really good if you set it up correctly. Love that thing. Spike Traps are very solid. Boulder Towers are interesting. Dart Towers, not a big fan. Spike Traps, oof, they're very lovely. But you can see you get like a bunch of passives, you get a bunch of active cards. You have the exact same thing with all the other shenanigans. Here, this is the Arboretum. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but they have some interesting towers as well. The Ornate Tower is quite lovely. The Ring Tower is unique in the sense that it only hits a certain path around itself, so you have to kind of mess around with building your pathing. The Poison Tower is really good, although the poison doesn't last permanently. Anyway, my point is there's a lot of different towers, a lot of different tiles, and Burning Embers is the one I recently unlocked. So I don't know exactly what to expect, which is why we're going to play them and see how it works. My favorite group is the Architect, so I think we're just going to start with that, because they get a bridge every single turn, right? They get a bridge every single turn, which allows you to expand. There's also platforms like this High Ground, which make it so that you have increased range. However, that range is sometimes a little different based on what you encounter and how it scales with the increased range. Now, you have a basic arrow tower, you have a legacy tower. If you have been able to beat wave 20 in the previous game you've played, you get a little bit of extra tower, which sometimes is good, sometimes useless. Now, you can skip with money, but you want money, so you can, you know, keep skipping, and you want to build up your interest. Now, we have a basic arrow tower. You can see where they are going to spawn. You know where the diamond is. Now, this seems pretty straightforward. Now, granted, the difficulty scales later into the game because there will be multiple spawn points, up to 3, so you have to be wary of that. So I think... I do want to wonder how I'm gonna... Maybe I'm just gonna go around. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just gonna go around, but then I'm already building off the island. If this was just one closer, I could maybe wrap around it that way. That would be very, very lovely. But alas, it is what it is. I have 3 bridges. So I'm just kind of pre-planning, because I want to wrap around and get as much value from this little space that I have. But I also don't know exactly what... as you can see, by the way, the range increases from just a square to a square with a bunch of pokey things. You know, like a bunch of... Yeah, just... How many blocks do you get more? 4? 8? Yeah, 8. All right. So, I think I'm just going to start with a safe bet. Yeah, you can just rotate as well, don't worry. It's a left click. I might have to delete, which will cost me bombs, and I don't start with bombs. But you gotta start somewhere. We know what the next card is, so do I want to use this card? Or do I want to wrap around it? Let's just use it. I mean, I can also pre-plan and just wrap around this way. I could do that. Let's try to do that. Now, gardens are interesting in the fact that they are kind of useless. Ooh, adds 2 tiles. The traps to random paths is pretty good. Corner paths could also be really good because we need corner paths. And workshops are interesting because they make it so that if you have water tiles adjacent to it, you gain a path tile of your choice, which also happens retroactively. I do need corner pieces, but I also like this permanent cold snaps. I think I'm just going to go with that because, as you can see, they apply these permanent things. These slowing patches. Gain 1 cold when placed. So we'll just do it over there. It's pretty useless, but there are towers that are affected by gardens and such, or other tools that are affected by gardens. So you might be able to use that to your advantage. But you have to expect or know what to expect. Here, for example, you can see that we have a corner piece, but there's water attached to it. So this water piece that it doesn't have anything under it, no aisle, requires 1 bridge to build. Now we're building... I don't feel too guilty right now because I am playing the passive that gives me a bridge. So let's just place that. As you can see, the spawn has moved and we'll go. There you go. Beautiful. I wonder, ooh, a statue. Ice traps. I could do an ice trap. It just facilitates more slowing patches. I could, but I like to do it on a corner piece. And I don't really see a good place to do that. So I think I'm just going to ignore that for now. I much more prefer the spikes or the poison. The poison is really strong if you can get the max duration out of it. Now there's a treasure. You have to build on the treasure to get it. You can't pick it up, sadly. Statues give you bombs when fully surrounded. Am I planning to fully surround something? Not necessarily. I do want that arrow tower, though. I would appreciate the arrow tower. Okay. Wave complete. Interest has been increased. Okay. I'm looking for a good, solid, strong tower for right here. Ooh, almost. A little concerned about that. Alright, we'll build this here. Corner piece is going to be really lovely. But normally I would skip it, but I'm trying to get some more money. Now, this is a special tank unit, which first you have to break the shield, which can take up to a certain amount of hits. So slow tower is problematic. Fast tower is really good. Restore 1 health. The next 2 tiles with corner pieces. I could skip it. Sometimes there are benefits to skipping bonus cards if you have picked up the passives, but I don't have that. So I think I'm just going to go for the corner piece. Right there. Alright. Sadly, the second corner piece is not really going to do anything for us. Necessarily. Yeah, we took 1 damage. Of course, you're going to give me more corner pieces now. Alright, we'll just do this. Then we'll get the treasure. Your next tiles refresh cost 0. Your next tile will be corner paths. We'll take the bomb. The bomb is an incredibly valuable point. Alright. Really want that extra tower right now. I would really appreciate the extra tower because I'm starting to bleed. Ooh, this is nice. This is a shop. And I'm going to buy the bridges. I'm going to buy the bundle. And I'm going to buy the reinforced path. The reinforced path is essentially a path that already has a bridge built into it. So as you can see, we're building on nothing. And it doesn't require a bridge path, which is very lovely. And I don't need a corner piece. God knows we have too many of those. Nope, skip it. Ooh, this is a quick one who just always kind of ignores the frost tiles kind of as well, which is very frustrating. Another straight path, which is not a bridge. As you can see, it takes another bridge piece. The fishing hut. Yeah, 2 coins for each adjacent water tile. I might be able to build it over here then. Get some more cash that way. We're gonna leak here quite aggressively, I'm afraid. I haven't really got any good towers. And I am afraid that if I do get a good tower... add 2 ice traps. Ooh, this is also pretty good. Fill all 1 tile wide path gaps, which means, yeah, we don't really have that right now. Monument gives 3 bridges when fully surrounded. I think we're just gonna go for the more. Yeah, so this is an entire slowdown path, which can provide incredible value if we can find the towers that can capitalize on that. A ballista tower, for example, would be really, really good here, but I don't think that the Ember guys get the ballista towers. One of the problems with the Ember is that we don't have a lot of their special towers unlocked, right? Because it's a new group. So, we're dealing with that sentiment, sadly. Oof. Do I want to do anything here? I don't think I want to do that. No, I don't think I want to do it at all. I might have to just skip. Yeah, Market Square means that if it's fully surrounded, we get a shop. I need something. That's all I'm getting? A basic arrow tower? That's the only thing you could provide me with? Now, this would, of course, be the significant optimal play, but I'm wondering if there's a better tower that can capitalize upon this better. So I'm going to actually build it here. Now, this is a bit of a gamble. I will admit that. Wow, double bad path. This is a bit of a gamble, but you know what? It's okay. Because like I said, we haven't really unlocked anything good on this particular group yet, because I just recently unlocked them. And that's okay. Ooh, no, I should have gone with the other one. I thought that I could do this. I mean, I suppose I can. But I think it's better to go here. And then go around so I can fill this up with, like, towers and the likes. So I think I actually have to wait. Yeah, I have to wait. What a damn shame. I'm getting really unlucky with my my pathing, at least based on what I want. I could just build it and just fill it in as needed, but this is one of the reasons I suffer with this game. I have a particular way of building in tower defense games, and if my way doesn't work, then I will brute force it, and then I get sad because it doesn't work, right? It's like forcing something in TFT or some shit. It doesn't work sometimes. Or sometimes it does. We're going to take the relic. What do we get? Reservoir. Cards containing water tiles can be skipped for free. Yes, please. That's real. Ooh, speaking of new towers, I'm just going to skip it. Geyser Tower. Shoots darts for hot water. Of hot water, increasing range for each adjacent water tile. Oh, that is... Oh, is it like a dart tower type of thing? I see. Yeah, that would be pretty good over here. Interesting. Okay. Alright, I see you. Not sure if I like you. But I see you. I'm just going to put it over here. It's not going to be optimal. But now I know perhaps the next time that perhaps to use water tiles to my advantage for the sake of that particular tower. One of the other groups does that with gardens. This particular group seems to do it with water. And that's okay. I'm just going to get some more money here. There you go. We have no need for an ice trap. That is a good one. Ooh, it's expensive on the bridges, though. Expensive on the bridge. But it is what it is. Okay. We can speed it up, so let's do that. Only one speed increase. Yeah, these beefy boys are tanky. And painful. Alright, so let's just try to move... Am I just gonna... You know what? You only live once, as I realized we're also moving towards the high ground right here. I'm curious to see what we actually unlock. As long as I reach wave 20, I'm going to be happy, which means I'm going to be very sad right now. Damn, so I won't get my my other tower. But we have 4 new elements unlocked. High Roller, roll the dice, whatever that means. Arched Path. Okay. I believe that means we can build upon something that doesn't require a bomb, if memory serves. Crystal Shard, gain 3 whenever you build adjacent to a compass stone. Spawn 3 coin pickups. Ah, that's very similar to the merchant group, I presume. Alright, so let's try this again. Let's see what we actually can possibly get. Yeah, they don't show it. There's a little bit of text here. Turn old traps into fire traps. I think that is a card right there. So maybe fire traps are really, really good. Who knows? That'd be cool. Architect. We're going to try this again. As you can see, we didn't make it to wave 20, so we do not have that bonus tower. And that's okay, because sometimes you don't need a bonus tower. I say to myself, as I desperately wish I had a bonus tower. Not allowed to place away because it's too far away. But then again, I don't have any... I don't want to wrap around this. That seems like a terrible thing. Alright. Arrow tower. Arrow... If I was an arrow tower, what would I do? I could try to wrap around again. Because, you know, that went well last time. Alright, so let's actually try to use some of our space more efficiently. Path, fishing hut, fill all white, path gaps. It's a little early for that, isn't it? Alright, we'll do that. We'll place a garden over here. We have an ice trap coming up. Sadly, it has water attached to it, and we don't have any bombs. So if I were to build it over here, if I go around it, it would just cause problems. Let me think. We're just going to go and see it until we get something good. I need a direction. I need a path, if you will. A path forward. Or was it me having to take a corner? You know what? Let's take the corner. Sometimes you gotta turn a corner in life. And that's okay. Ooh. Let's gamble, because that always pays off. Gambling is good for you, kids. Remember. Gambling is very good for you. Alright. We got an arrow tower. Like I said. If you gamble, you get what you need. Free arrow towers. Perfect. As you can see, we have some good dam now. Now, here we have the ultimate equation. Do I go around and possibly fail value here? I think I just have to go around. I think I can't try to optimize for value that doesn't exist yet, right? Like, I don't think I can do that. Damn. This is one of the reasons I don't like these towers. They could have been so good. They could have been so good. What can we do with this? Yeah, it's one of those towers where you really have to like build into it, which is just a little awkward. You know what? Let's do this. I have a plan. If I can't get value by sheer force of water... Compass stone. I don't even know what a compass stone is at this point. So I'm just going to go to straight value here. Workshop. Adjacent to water tiles equals... yeah, path of your choice. Don't really care about that, I think. Take a damage. That's okay. Our income is increased. We'll build there. And then we'll build there. It's a bit more expensive than perhaps we would like, but that's okay. Really wish we had a bomb, though. Really wish we had a bomb. Oh, hey, bombs. How nice. We do that. I guess we need the corner piece, too. There you go. Continue. Now we have a water tower. Sadly, I just built the... yeah, I just built that, so that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? And I can't do this, sadly, because that's the entrance point. So I think I'll just do this for the sake of getting some more damage on the sides. Can I get a corner piece? Can I get a corner piece? That's the question. Yeah, that was a waste of a skip right there. Okay. They're so tanky. I'm just going to skip this, grab this corner piece. There you go. Alright, so as you can see right now, at least we get some value here from this particular tower. And if this didn't have a water attached to it, I could build it over here. That'd be cool. Maybe I can do a water, like a Dar Tower if that's in this particular deck. We'll just do the Life Ice Tower. It doesn't necessarily look like this is going to be a good time for anyone involved. But maybe we can just build around it instead. Also, if we get another workshop, we can build it over here because we have two adjacent water towers then, as well as over here. Well, it's going a little bit better, but yeah, you still have that tanky dude who is just ruining your life. What else is new? I could do that. So let's do that. We have another arrow tower. We clearly need a little bit more damage, so let's do that. Yeah, I'm just going to build it over here. It's a bit inefficient, but it's okay. We can save up. We can save up bridges if we need to, right? We can get our value back. Ooh, close. That was a little too close for comfort, I think. I can't do this, because then I would have to do a very awkward turn. Maybe I could do this? But then still I have a bit of an awkward turn. Let's just do that then. Because we're about to get the second spawn as well, right? We're getting close to that wave. And then our entire plan might change. I will say, though, the other guys have better towers at the beginning. Eugenie grants you a wish. Let's get some money. That's good. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Very expensive on the bridge tiles, but that's okay. As you can see, we have some slowing tiles here. Now, is that going to be enough? I do not know. Because we are slowly but steadily bleeding out. We'll build one over here. I need a corner piece. Watch post. Adjacent towers get buffed. 10% more damage with the most health. Yeah, we could do something like this, right? Where we place the bomb and then we buff these two towers. But now we also have lost the value of our bomb, which might not be good enough. We'll place this. I am desperately looking for a corner piece. Ah, now the cannon tower shows up. So we do have access to good towers. They just decided that we weren't worth it. I mean, it's a mood and a half if I ever heard one, but okay. We'll just build it over here then, as we are running desperately out of money and out of everything else. But we connected these. Perfect. All right, so a cannon tower is just your basic artillery AoE tower, which is very lovely. And we have it built close to the ice tower, so as you can see, get some nice AoE hits in. Unfortunately, it's a slow hitting tower, and if you don't build it near slow areas perfectly, it still doesn't get a lot of value. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happened there. Nope, we're just gonna skip that. Okay. We should be okay if we can get like another tower or two. I mean, we have a really nice spot over here. We have a spot potentially over here, maybe over here at the spawn point, where we have a little bit more value than just straightforward damage, if we can reach it. Ah, and there's the second spawn point. So, what can we do with these guys? That's a good question. That is a very good question. Let's do that. And then we'll throw in this one, because he can both attack this lane and the other lane. So this is interesting. Maybe we can run this path past here and get some benefit from these towers. Although we would definitely need some bombs now, which might be problematic. Market Square. Not in the mood, I think. No, not in the mood. Okay, perfect. Geyser Tower will probably be really good here because of this line over here. Maybe? No. We would need more water. Look how quick they are and how tanky they are. They're so destructive. So very destructive. Yeah, that's a little late now. But we can skip them, which is very useful. It's such a value card, that thing. Such an incredible value card. We'll just build it over here then, I guess. We can skip this one for free. And then we have another geyser tower. So we could do this to get massive range. Ooh, this one might actually be pretty decent. Yeah, let's do it. But I do need a corner piece. No matter what happens, I need a corner piece. Just a singular corner piece. I'm just going to blow my money. And if that condemns me, well, then I am condemned. These are my last two bridges for now. Damn. See, like, I need a corner piece so I can extend the road, but I just don't get it. Give me corner pieces. Please and thank you. Yeah, the geyser tower is definitely helping. There you go. We're doing a lot more damage now. It's about time, considering we have 1 health left. I'm not worried. You are. Alright, we're going to skip this. Workshop gives us a path of choice if we can build it next to 2 water tiles. I was going to put a tower there, but I need a corner piece. Thank you. Okay. Desperation sometimes is a problematic sentiment. But one we have to adhere to right now. For better or for worse. Okay. Things are looking up. Very good. Still a little concerned. I wish we had more of those slowing files. We'll take the money. We can skip that for free. We can skip that for free. Another corner piece. Ironically, I don't think I can do anything with that right now. Can I buff one of my... No, I cannot. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just this. And then we skip that. Okay. The other wave gets cleaned up quickly. That's very good. Also didn't cost me any bridges to build. Come on. We're looking good. We are looking good. These bearded men, they are giving me some trouble. No, 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 don't. Okay. Bearded men, they are problematic. Okay, let's go. Do I want to skip this so I can just build the garden? Covered the coin. Arrow tower, very good. We'll just build it over here. There's some value there, right? That's good. Storehouses. Draw bonus cards if you have 2 adjacent towers. If I had a bomb, I could place it on several places. Sadly, I do not possess such a gift right now. Damn. That would have been lovely. That would have been very lovely if we did have that, though. But it is what it is. We have the extra tower there in the main lane. We're doing okay. We're doing good. We're doing solid. Okay. Yeah, alright, perfect. Storehouses. Is there a place... I mean, there's water spots, right? That we have access to, but we need a bomb to build on the water spots, which we cannot otherwise do. And this particular group of individuals, this particular passive, does not lend itself to many bombs. And I have not been the most efficient either, which is a bit problematic. Just gonna have to skip a corner piece. The most aggressive form of Tetris. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try to build the other way here, because otherwise I'm just blocking myself in, which does not seem conducive. They're doing okay, though. We're about to get the 3rd spawn point as well, because, yeah, if you thought 2 was bad, there is, in fact, a 3rd one, but that's okay. Because we have lost anyway. And that's alright, because that's kind of what you have to do, because, as you can see, now we have access to a fire trap. Turn all traps into fire traps. Everything must go. Gain 2 whenever you lose heart. Okay, that's pretty good, isn't it? Like, considering how much hearts we were losing. Cluster tower. That sounds exciting. Pray to the gods. No, RNG. RNG is not a kind mistress. Resurrection. 4 hearts. Delorous Pact. Set all of this to 5. Oh, that's actually pretty good. It might actually be ending up a heal or a money gain if you are low on cash. That's actually really good. That's a lot of value right there. So as you can see, you can probably beat the levels as you don't have cards yet, as you still are unlocking them. But there are a lot of cards out there that would make it a lot easier for you to be victorious in these battles. So there's a level of meta progression, which is quite lovely. But I will admit now that it is a very good game. Isles of Arrows does what it tries to do very well. But I can feel this itch under my skin when I cannot build the towers and the roads the way I want them to specifically, as I am bound to the gods of randomized card pulling. It's frustrating. There's a reason I don't play poker. There's a reason I don't play blackjack, right? And that's the unfortunate reality with roguelike. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you cannot win, no matter how good you are. But it does keep things fresh. It keeps things exciting. So thank you all so much for watching. Isles of Arrows is on Steam, everybody. Check out the game if you enjoyed it. And what you definitely should check out as well as my stream and the links below in the description box. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of the evening. Or day, depending on what time you are watching this. And I will catch you guys on the other side. Good night. I'm out.